Well, today we're testing the Anschutz 1761 Classic, heavy barreled in 17 HMR, and I want to go through all the features and show you how we got this fantastic evening's rabbit stalk. So stay tuned and you'll see how well this Anschutz shoots. Well, today we're going to do something a little bit different. We've got this Anschutz 1761 Classic in 17 HMR, and I'm going to set myself up behind one of these new planted trees here, because if you look to my right here, there's a bit of a rubbish dump and there's a very, very long sort of boundary which is all soft earth the farmer has dug up, and it is absolutely heaving with rabbits. I know it looks a bit unconventional, but there's so many rabbits here, so I'm hoping tonight, if I'm behind one of these trees, we're going to get some really good action and test this 1761 Anschutz to its fullest. Okay, so I'm in position now. The wind's got up, which is good, which is blowing on my left cheek, so it's blowing it away. We're quite close, so I'm going to be a little bit quiet. I've loaded up those Winchester HV. I'll just sit here quietly now, wait for a rabbit to come out. Put the safety on. Right, there's one just come out by the tyre. He's quite a nice size one. I'm moving about a bit. Yeah, it's nice and steady on this Harris bipod. I forgot my gloves, which is annoying, but oh, there's another one come out by the just come out by that tyre again. It's okay. I say, here he is. Oh. I'm moving about a bit. There you go. Oh, there's one up there on the bank. Hey, that's two. Brilliant, fantastic. Ooh, I'll keep it quiet actually. Yeah, fantastic, that's two. What I do like actually about this Anschutz is it's much easier now to get the magazine out. So we'll pop up another 4 rounds in there, which is good, whilst we're a bit of a lull in there. We've got some younger ones coming out. I'm not going to shoot those. They're good confidence decoys. So we'll just wait for the bigger ones to come out. I think that's what we'll do. So it goes. It pops back up. Really nice and simple like that. Really good. So load it up. Oh, that's the empty case. Yeah, there's plenty of movement here. It's an unusual place to go rabbiting. I'm normally cool around the hedgerows, but they just come out that. Oh, there's another one. You've got to be really careful. So this Anschutz, I like this Anschutz. It's nice and compact. It really just come into the aim very well. Oh no, he's dancing. I'm going to have to wait for him. I might have to squeak him up in a moment. Oh, there's another one. Oof. Blimey, this is shooting really well. This little 1761 Classic is really nice with those Winchester HVs, isn't it? Fantastic. Yeah, it's not a bad spot, this, is it? There's a kite flying over now, look. he's looking at those dead rabbits we shot earlier. Oh, there's some come out. There's one just moving its way to that dead. It's in the long grass, but it's by those dead leaves. I'm going to have to squeak it to get it up. Oh. Oh, crikey. Yeah, quite a few come out, and then there's one on the grass. I'll leave that one, that's smaller. There's a couple. There we go. They really come out thick and fat. Talk a devil. Christ, it's shooting so well. Right, I think I'm going to move. The wind's moving, shifting a bit. I'm just going to move my position a little bit, I think, and we'll carry on. It's starting to get a little bit darker now. I'm just going to change the parallax on here, which is nice on this size. God, there's another one out. Look, bloody hell. They really are all over the place here. Oh, it's just fantastic, isn't it? Fantastic. Yeah, well, I'll wait now and just see what else comes out. Okay, well, we saw how well it shot. I just want to go through some of the salient features. On this Anschutz, it's a 1761D. That denotes the trigger mechanism. And it's an HB, which is heavy barrel. And this is the G20 model, and it's the classic with the classic style stock. You can get thumb holes, but this is the classic with the walnut stock. It's also available in 2.2 rimfire, 2.2 rimfire magnum, or 17 HMR, which we've been using today very successfully, as you can see. And basically, it's Anschutz's really compact, lightweight vermin tool. And we'll put the overall length and the weight of it up on the screen so you can see it. And it's really, really well made. Anschutz are known for their fantastic quality, coming from their match grade pedigree with their target rifles. And this is no exception. As we've seen, it's incredibly accurate. So further ado, let's go through what makes this so accurate to start with, and that's the barrel. Okay, so this barrel on the 1761 can be had in 18 inches or 20 inches in the 17 HMR, and I believe you can get a 24 inch in the 2.2 rimfire as well, but we've got the 18 inch. You also get a choice of muzzle threads as well, which is nice. This is a 1/2 inch UNF, or you can get a 1/2 inch UNEF. We've got the UNF and we've got the ATEC Wave sound moderator. Again, you saw how effective that was out in the field. Very, very good. Then also you can actually have a recessed muzzle as well. So at the front, not only is it threaded, but inside you have a slight blank before the actual rifling exits the barrel. And that is one to protect it, but you must clear, that's a hangover from their target days, but do make sure that it's clean inside, and it does protect the muzzle. It's very, very good. Okay, so we've got this accurate barrel. Let's see how well it shot when we actually tested the various ammunition. And here we set up at 50 yards, and I shot the Hornady 17 grain VMAXs first. That gave us a velocity of 2,491 feet per second. As you see at 50 yards, we're getting a 0.8150 inch group for 5 shots. Very, very nice indeed, and kind of like what I expect from a 17 grainer. Going over to the Winchester high velocity, still a lead cord bullet, and that gave us 0.7390 of an inch with one slight fly there. These are really good, and that's what we used in the test because I just found them very, very consistent, very nice. And that gives a velocity of 2,497 feet per second. If you want to go lead free, we had Hornady's NTX, and that gave us a velocity of 2,522 feet per second, and a nice group again of 0.7850. Nicely clustered there, one slightly off again. And now these slightly off ones, I'm going to actually show you that these were caused by slight splits in the neck. I've had a few which come right off. If you get a shot which is out of the group, invariably you've got a slight split in the neck, and that's just a common feature you get with all types of HMR, 17 HMR ammo, so don't worry about it, okay? CCI, if you want to go up from the NTXs are 15.5 grain. If you want to go up in weight, you can go to the CCI. They're a 20 grain hollow point, really good for foxes. They penetrate and then expand. These are shooting at 2,402 feet per second, and we've got a lovely group of 0.6790. Now, if you add all those figures together and do the mean group size at 50 yards for this Anschutz 1761 Classic, you have a group size of 0.755, so 3/4 of an inch for all 4 different types of ammo at 50 yards. I think that is why you pay the money for an Anschutz rifle in 17 HMR. Really, really good performance. Okay, let's go on and see what makes the Anschutz the rifle is, and that's the new action design. Okay, so looking at that action, you can instantly see on the new Anschutz rimfire range, they've gone for a more square or compact design on their action compared to their old 54 action. They've also replaced or repositioned, should I say, the bolt as well. Normally it would be at the back here, they've positioned it more mid section, making it actually very, very fluid and easy to operate, which is one of these lovely features on this 1761 action. The finish here is a really, really nice bluing on the outside, but what I like on the bolt, they've really gone to town on this bolt. There's a lot of features here you wouldn't really notice. The coating is QPQ, and that is like the trifecta of resistance for corrosion. It also gives extra lubricity, which means it's much smoother when you operate it. And it's also a wear factor as well, so it's very hard wearing, which is very nice, and it won't corrode obviously. It uses 120 degree opposed bolt lugs. There's 3 of them. One is actually integral with the bolt handle, and the others around the rear section. And it's a 2-piece bolt like most rimfires. So the front section stays static, goes in the guide rails, whilst you rotate the rear section here. You have a very straight bolt handle and a nice plastic bolt knob here, which is about 25 mils. These can be replaced. Anschutz will give you a steel one instead of the polymer one, and they'll also give you a walnut one to match the stock if you like, which is a nice feature. Another good feature as well is Anschutz have a very nice fast lock time. That's because you have a lot of different small bearings in the action, making it smooth in the bolt, making it very smooth to operate, and the fast lock time obviously increases accuracy. Extraction and reliability is increased by the twin extractors up front, and the whole system is finished off with a very nice metal rear piece here where the cocking piece is, and the cocking indicator at the back. And to release it, you have a little bolt release on the left hand side. But it's a very, very smooth bolt to operate. It's only 4.75 inches long, and with a 60-degree bolt lift, it is really, really slick. Absolutely superb. On top, you have the traditional 11mm dovetail for scope mounting, as we have here. We've got the Seiko's scope mounts here, which I do like, the Optilocks. But you can also get a Picatinny rail if you want, so you can have universal fitting for thermal imaging, night visions, etc. So that's the action. So let's go and look now at the trigger. Okay, next up is the trigger mechanism, and being Anschutz, as you expect, and that's why you buy an Anschutz, the triggers are absolutely sublime. And you do get a choice. This is the D model, as you said, the 1761D HB. The D denotes it's the trigger you use. It's a single stage trigger, and you can get those in light and heavy, and they're all fully adjustable. When we actually tested this on the Lyman gauge, it absolutely broke like glass. It's absolutely superb. If I take the safety off, 2 pounds, 8.5 ounces. Absolutely fantastic. And this is one of the reasons you get good value with Anschutz. Their match grade triggers really do make a difference between a very small group, which will then transcend downrange for very good accuracy, and in this case a good bag of rabbits, and a trigger which is just creepy and it will just pull off your shot. You know, that's why you buy a decent trigger. And this model is the 5061D, as we said. It's fully adjustable, and say we had 2 pounds, 8.5 ounces. Really nice. You'll also notice as well, which I showed earlier, it's just a nice simple safety here as well. Straight back is on, disengages the trigger, but you can still operate the bolt if you want to actually get around out of the Anschutz. Straightforward again, click, and you're off and you're firing. And what is nice as well, being a hunter, it's totally silent as well, which is fantastic. You'll also notice as well on the 1761 models, they completely refashioned and redesigned the trigger guard and trigger mechanism. The trigger plate here, the floor plate, and the magazine well has been redesigned. Gone is the reasonably awkward positioning of the magazine release. Now it's in front of the trigger, in the trigger guard itself, and you so easy just push and the magazine comes out. And you slide it through the guides here, and it's straight back in. It's so much easier to load than the old system. Believe me, it's really, really nice. This is a polymer floor plate or trigger guard here. You can upgrade to an aluminium one if you want from Anschutz. Polymer's fine for me because gralloching rabbits or in the wet grass, it's not going to rust anyway, although aluminium won't. Anyway, drop the magazine. This is a 5-shot magazine, all metal, all alloy, very well made. This is a 5-rounder here. When you actually insert them in here, it's a good idea to put them in straight and feed straight back. Don't put an angle, as I found the lip will just catch a little bit. Just put it straight in, there's no problem at all. And we had no problem, as you saw in the video, feeding. The reliability was 100%. At the base, a nice polymer base there, gives you an extra bit of hand grip there as well. Very, very nice. The whole mechanism is completely changed. The whole action has been changed. And it's, I don't know, it's not to my liking in looks, I'm just being honest. I've said this in reviews before, but as functionality goes, it's a fantastic action. And then finally, let's look at the stock. Anschutz are good. They'll give you a right-handed or left-handed option, which is nice. As you said, this is the classic. So it's very simple. Little drop at the comb, no cast whatsoever, so it's pretty ambidextrous. And also you can get it in different grades of walnut. This is obviously a standard grade, you know, with a reasonable amount of colour here and some figuring, but it's all about the functionality really, let's be honest with you. You have an oiled finished, but you can actually upgrade to a higher grade from Anschutz if you want to. So I would give them, if you want to spend a bit more money, why not? Tighten it up a little bit. You've got laser cut checkering to the pistol grip here and to the forehand, and this is a lot better than the old checkering you got from Anschutz in the past, which was a little bit woolly, I'll be honest with you, and that's not being rude, it used to be. Now it's very good, very precise, and it does actually grip. And on the classic design, I do like it. It's a simple looking stock, there's no cheek piece at all, and the length of pull is 14 inches, which is nice. It fits me quite nice. I like a long length of pull, but that actually fits very nicely with the whole compact design, which is 36 inches overall with this 18-inch barrel. And the stock is designed really for roughy tufty use out in the field, and you want it nice and light, don't you? And you're not too worried about scratching it as well. That's why I like the classic. But if you want to upgrade to a higher grade walnut, you know, why not? You know, you can do that. The fore end is reasonably rounded, long enough that you can actually fit a bipod here, and also it's free floated on the barrel, so there's no problem there. If it does get any ingress of water and it warps, it will not affect the accuracy whatsoever. Also as well, the bedding is very good. At the front you have an integral recoil lug here, and the flat action sits really, really precisely into the stock. So the bedding, as you expect from Anschutz, is very precise, and that definitely contributes to very good accuracy. So overall, I think, you know, looking at this as an option for any vermin shooting, especially rabbits, which is, as we saw in 17 HMR, crikey, it was good. It was absolutely fantastic. So I have no hesitation in recommending this rifle. I think it's very accurate. And yes, you pay a little bit of premium, but a lot of the other rimfires these days are getting close to Anschutz. So why not pay a little bit extra and get one of the best rimfire rifles on the market? Well, there you go. That was a fantastic evening stalking, wasn't it, after rabbits? We had 13 there. Captured on the trigger cam. That was ranging from like 10 yards to 75 yards, all headshots. And so we had 13 rabbits. This is the first evening out with the Anschutz 1761 with the Winchester HV ammunition. And as you can see, it's going really well, isn't it? And that's why you buy an Anschutz, isn't it, really? I mean, the quality of the build is fantastic. You've got match grade barrels, which you can actually configure in any length you want. The triggers are absolutely sublime. Again, you can choose what trigger you put in here, which is a lovely feature to have. And also this has the classic version with the classic walnut stock here, and that can be upgraded if you want to as well. Anyway, there you go. I hope you like the test as usual. We shall bring you some more content, but please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in a future video.